Welcome to the first episode of FoodX, where we break nutrition myths and reveal the truth with science. I am Nidin, your host and a food science student. Today we are diving into a very important topic, pregnancy nutrition, both before and after birth. There is so much misinformation out there about what pregnant women should eat, avoid and supplement with. To help us separate facts from fiction, I have an amazing guest today, Teigan, a nutrition student passionate about evidence-based nutrition for moms. If you are an expecting mother planning to conceive or recently had a baby, this episode is for you. Teigan, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us briefly about your background and what made you passionate about pregnancy nutrition.
Thank you for having me on the show. Privileged to be your first guest. So I'm in second year of university studying nutrition, I want children and moms to give the best start in life that they can.
We're now going into the podcast. So first segment will be bursting pregnancy nutrition myths. So myth 1. Eating for two means eating twice as much.
Yeah.
One of the biggest myths is that pregnant women need to eat double the food because they are eating for two. Is this true?
Not at all. So the advice is slightly different depending on where in the world that you live. But as a whole, the recommendations are that you only need to start eating extra, and it's only 200 calories during the third trimester, which is after 28 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then that's up until birth. Mm-hmm. Before that, just carry on eating the recommended 2,000 calories as any woman would. To give an example of what 200 calories is, it's basically like a handful of nuts or maybe some wholemeal toast with some avocado on the top. Nothing too extreme. Definitely eating for two is a myth.
Perfect, that's clear evidence. So myth 2, you should avoid seafood completely during pregnancy. So many women are told to avoid all seafoods while pregnant because of mercury. But are there safe fish options, and why are omega-3 important for pregnancy?
Yes, so omega-3 fatty acids are really important for pregnant women, so it's something that should be encouraged to eat. They help reduce inflammation and maintain the integrity of cell membranes for both mom and fetus. So it's pretty much the same advice as what it is if you're not pregnant, to eat 2 portions of fish per week, including 1 portion of oily fish. The only difference with pregnant women is that they should be eating hot seafood. It shouldn't be ready to eat just because of ready to eat or cured fish just because of the extra risk of listeria bacteria, which is dangerous.
So myth number 3. We've all heard that cravings means your body needs something. That craving chocolate means you need magnesium. Is there any science behind this?
It's a good question. There's mixed evidence on this. So I think everyone should listen to their body to an extent, but if you're following the general guidelines, then everything should be fine. So listen to an extent, but don't go too crazy with it. Would probably be the advice.
Myth 4.
Yeah.
Some people say pregnant women shouldn't drink coffee at all. But is it true that caffeine must be completely avoided?
No, that's another myth. So caffeine is safe to consume, but there's limits on what is recommended to consume. So generally it's thought that 200 milligram of caffeine is what should be consumed and no more. So in layman's terms, that's 2 cups of instant coffee. But don't forget that it's not just coffee that contains caffeine. There's also chocolate, and energy drinks and cola or any other sugary drinks like that, they will contain some caffeine, just not as much. So yeah, a typical bar of chocolate is probably about 40 milligram, but then obviously your 2 coffees is your 200 milligram limit for the day.
So the final myth. So breastfeeding moms need to eat a perfect diet or their milk won't be nutritious. There is pressure on new moms to eat perfectly because they fear their breast milk won't be nutritious. Is breast milk quality relatively affected by the diet what the mom is eating?
Yeah, of course, whatever the mom is consuming, it will be passed down to the child to an extent. Breast milk is amazing. It changes a lot based off what the baby needs. So in the first few days after birth, it's very nutrient dense, and it helps with the immune system and all the really important things for when the baby's first born. And then after that it changes. It's less nutrient dense, but obviously is still really good. So to answer your question in terms of diet, the only guidelines out there at the minute is to just stick to if you're in the UK, the Eat Well guide. So as long as you're eating a well-balanced diet, keep doing that.
Perfect. It was all clear. I think this will help all the pregnant moms who are planning or who are in their pregnancy period. So thanks a lot.